Is it just me, or does anyone also think that the My Hero Academia visuals are pretty ugly? You know, you just can't impress everyone. The My Hero Academia final season trailer just dropped on the official My Hero Academia X account, and so far has gained almost 3 million views on its X account at the time of this recording, which is absolutely insane. It just goes to show you, dude, that the My Hero Academia fandom is still here and alive, and very pumped for the final season of My Hero Academia. But just like in the intro, there are those who are not very impressed with the My Hero Academia trailer, so I thought let's just read all of the negative comments regarding the trailer. Animation looks really underwhelming for a final season, a few good cuts I guess, but it honestly looks really disappointing. I miss the season 1, 2 and 3 animation. I hate the anime adaptation. They stole All For One's aura in that alleyway scene, and the animation is incredibly mid. For a series finale, they put all the love in a spin-off and a fourth movie. That's just the first 3 movies, but 10 times worse. I don't know what it is, the anime just never seems to quite capture the same energy. My opinion is this looks really average for the final season of such a classic and long-running show. I expected more, especially for what will be a short season. Hope It Ends Once and For All went from the promising third wave of shonen to being less fun than the spin-off. Vigilantes is much better than the original. Looks underwhelming ASF. You call this a final season? Season 1, 2 and 3 had better animation than the latter seasons, period. WTF? This is the final season. Why does the animation look the same like any other season? This should have movie quality animation and contrast, not whatever we just saw. The final season for the show that put Bones on the map, and it has the budget of season 5. Wonderful. Much love and care was put into the spin-off show. Mid-Hero Academia is finally over. We are finally free from this trash. The visuals look same, so flat. Invincible is better, by the way. My Hero Academia the final season preceding My Hero Academia final season part 2, part 3 and My Hero Academia final season last story. I don't like My Hero Academia anymore. Finally, I can get disappointed by that ending once more in animation. Thank God for Vigilantes. It's the superior My Hero Academia. Hopefully they completely overhaul the ending. I stopped watching when I found out the manga's ending. I hope they do actually something to improve the ending for the anime, because the manga ending was downright awful. And there you have it. Some people online are not happy by the My Hero Academia final season trailer. But why is that? I think some of these haters are manga readers and prefer the manga art style over the anime. Even though I personally love the My Hero Academia art style and feel like Studio Bones have really improved after season 6, some people are still quite salty that My Hero Academia does not live up to their standards, especially when they come from viewing Horikoshi's artwork and going into the anime. Thanks to these 3 X accounts, they were able to compile all the manga stills and compare them to the anime. And as we basically play through these scenes and compare the manga to the anime, I must admit that the anime has done a great job at adapting what Horikoshi wrote in the manga and adapting it into the anime. It does look like that the anime will be adapting just over 30 chapters of the manga. Some of the manga readers have said that the trailer adapted some of the chapters from chapter 399 to 406. I can only assume that is the main Deku vs Shigaraki and All For One vs All Might battle. I must admit that there are some panels where I'm like, okay, maybe the manga does look better here and there. With any scenes with a lot of details in the manga, especially when it comes to the line work, you have to understand that it's a manga, it is a still image. Horikoshi can add as much detail into a still panel page as much as possible because it is just one still image, whereas in animation, all the characters are moving around, there's a lot of action, so you can't include all of these little extra details in the anime adaptation. That will take far too long in my opinion. But I must admit that the panels that they managed to adapt from manga to anime, mainly the scenes with Deku, look absolutely stunning in my opinion. Even this one still of Shigaraki moving his head, even though it was one panel in the manga with a lot of line detail, I feel like the anime was able to adapt it in its own way while also being faithful to the spirit of the manga. As a trailer, this might be one of the best My Hero Academia trailers I have seen. It is indeed rare for a My Hero Academia trailer to show Sakuga-like animation sequences. They would usually save those for the actual anime episodes when they release them weekly, and with this season potentially only having 12 episodes, you would think, are they showing too much? Some people online think that, but honestly, I feel like if you want to promote your final season, you got to give people a reason to see it, and showing off some of these amazing sequences that were beautifully adapted from manga to anime, this should be a great way to promote your final season and get people hyped up for the final season 8 of My Hero Academia. The other scenes that had no manga comparisons do appear to be anime original, and according to some X accounts, it does look like they are extending some of the fight scenes. That is pretty hype in my opinion, and I am not the only one who is hype. Despite some of the negative comments that I showed you early on in the video, there are a lot of people out there who absolutely love this final season trailer. So let's read some of these comments. It definitely is more than I expected, and that looks peak. Bro, it's just the first 2 or 3 episodes and the quality is nuts. I am not keeping my expectations low this time. Oh my gosh, they are cooking. 3.5 months and then it will all be over for good. I'm not ready to say goodbye completely. For a first trailer, this is far beyond my imagination. Notice how dynamic Deku's hair looks in 100% mode compared to season 6 and 7. It's a small detail, but it's telling for how the final season is going to look. Gotta love those My Hero Academia still frames low. But other than the stiffness in some parts, the trailer looked good, and with some added scenes, looks good. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Being real curious to see what Bones can cook up with their focus on a tighter season of My Hero Academia, and this is looking real promising. After the banging last season, this is the first time I'm hyped for My Hero Academia. An unexpected banger too. As a manga reader, I remember the hate the war arc was getting as it came out weekly. I thought nothing would surpass the latter half of season 6, but holy cow, season 7 was peak, and this is with a movie in production too. Despite the complaints online, I really love this anime and very excited for the final season. Hope they don't pull the part 1 part 2 like AOT. All Might is one of the most badass characters in fiction. This looks so good. Can't wait to see the ending animated, and before people come and say it's trash, I will say I loved it and I am not gonna argue about it, lol. But another reason as to why some fans are not liking this trailer is that it is reminding some of the manga readers that they did not like the ending of My Hero Academia. It ended last year and it caused quite a stir online. So yes, the trailer overall is mixed to positive from what I have seen online. But regardless of other people's opinions, I love the trailer and I cannot wait for My Hero Academia, the final season, coming out in October of 2025. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this trailer? Did you like it or hate it? Tell me. Like this video and subscribe for more My Hero Academia videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.